Hey, welcome back, guys and girls. Bill here. I just got a new holster in the mail. This is from Traditional Arms. I haven't even opened it up yet, so let's take a look. All right, guys and girls, cut this open, and this isn't my first unboxing, so I'm not really sure how well this is gonna go. Please bear with me, but I did open just to make sure that I cut out my name and address on here, but as you can see, that's my order. So I got the Title Fight light bearing, Glock 17 with the TLR1 right-handed, high sweat guard, Tiffany blue, gunmetal gray back, and no fabric overlay. I got a discount. I assume they don't mind me sharing this. I had put this in my cart and I wasn't planning on getting it. I was planning on getting it, and then I thought, do I really want this sidecar holster? I don't normally wear a sidecar holster. Do I want it? Do I not want it? Well, I left it in my cart, came back, and they had applied that discount. So that's a cool little thing that they'll do to kind of push you over the edge if you're not sure, if you're like me. And there we are. Got some extra hardware inside. Man, that's a good-looking holster. Just an absolutely good-looking holster. So that's a higher or maybe a mid-size, yeah. So that's a mid-size wing. That's the high wing. I'm sure I'll keep it on there. And I love these Tier 1 concealed clips. Though they normally say Tier 1 concealed or the T1C on them, and those don't have it on there. But these are their easy adjust ones. So I assume these are newer because the ones I have a couple Tier 1 concealed holsters, and the easy adjust clips they have the T1C logo on them. So that's interesting. But man, that's a good looking holster. Beautiful gray on the back. As you guys know, I've been doing a lot of gray lately. Now it is, if you look at the shape of this, it is much more rigid than Tier 1 concealed. If you guys are familiar with them, because Tier 1 concealed has a bungee cord right here. All right, so this one doesn't. So I'll be interested to see how well this one conceals and how well it moves. But just based on that grip angle, I get a really good feeling that that's going to conceal well. So bear with me. I'm going to go ahead. I'm got my handgun on me, so I'm going to go ahead and clear it out. All right. So let's go ahead and pop this bad boy in there and see how the fitment is. And then I'll adjust it, and then I'll pop back up. All right, that's on tight. So I'll actually be loosening that up eventually, but while we've got it in nice and tight, I'm gonna go ahead and pop back up. You can see that sweat guard's real high, which I like. Really good tight fitment. All right, here's my carry mag. Go ahead and place that in there, and yeah, I mean, just really good, very good fitment. Both are not wanting to come out. So excellent fitment. I will be loosening this up. The retention on these is right here. I know this bottom screw, maybe both of these screws. Also, if you're not used to using Loctite, you don't want to use red Loctite. You want to use like a blue Loctite. Once you get it set the way you want it, you want to go back and each one of these screws individually, take them out one at a time, put blue Loctite on there, and then screw it down back to the way that you had it, and that will help. Something I'm noticing is this right here. That shouldn't be a problem. This clip right here kind of hanging off, but that could be something if that digs into my leg. So we'll see. This is just my first initial impressions of it, and so far I like it. Looks really good. It's actually smaller than I was expecting. All right, the fantastic, that color I really, really like. And then this is what it is. As you can see, it fits perfectly with the 17 round mags. It's completely flush right here. So that's a big deal. You want these flush. You don't want them going up any higher, because the higher up they go away from the gun, the more likely it is to print. So the way I see it here, looks fantastic. But we'll go ahead and jump back up to the top, make sure that that it looks good while I'm wearing it. So I'll go ahead and pop back up to the top, put it on, and we'll see how it fits. All right, guys, we're back up top. We're gonna go ahead. I took my other holster off. We're gonna go ahead and put this one on. And again, I thought it was gonna come with the DCC clips. Probably could have upgraded with those. But I don't remember giving me that option, but these are the clips that I like anyway. So these are the ones that I want. And I really like that fit just off the bat. That fit is fantastic. So let's see how that conceals. And yep, as I figured, just like that. Now you do see a little bit of the magwell right here. All right, so quite honestly, I would probably tighten my belt up, push that into me a little bit if it bothers me, which it doesn't. But if as I start wearing this, if it does start to bother me right here, I'll just put a wedge on and see if that kicks it in. There's room on the back for the wedge. So right here, and then push out, we're good to go. I will need to loosen up that retention. It is a little bit tighter than I like, so I'll probably go ahead and do that in a second. But just my initial impressions on this holster is that I really like the size of it for a sidecar holster. It's fairly small compared to the Tier 1 concealed holsters that I typically use. Conceals very well. As you can see, I've got a full-size handgun, Glock 17, with an additional magazine, 17-round magazine. They sit level. The top of the magazine sits level with the top of the gun. So, in first impressions, I really like it. I'm gonna go ahead and loosen it up. Dry fire. The reason that I've decided to go with a sidecar holster again, I've carried them for many years, stopped carrying them because I carry a full-size handgun for the most part, and I just don't need to carry around a spare magazine. At one time I was using them with a P365, and then just continue to do it with a Glock 19. But you know, it gets heavy after a while. I carry it every day, all day, and it gets heavy after a while. So I just stopped carrying it. You know, I didn't need it, wasn't using it, wasn't doing a lot of reloads in classes. Was putting like 3-4 mags, spare mags in my back pocket. And when I needed a magazine, I'd just go fetch one out of my back pocket. So I didn't really need one, you know. But now we are using, in the class that I'm taking right now, currently a lot of the drills that we're doing, we're ending with the Core 4, which is a 2 reload 2 speed reload, shoot 2 reload 2. So we've been practicing a lot of reloads, the Billy Willie drill, stuff like that. So doing more and more reloads, so having a spare magazine with me, I thought, hey, let's give it a try. Really like these traditional arms holsters. I have one for my Walther PDP, and it conceals fantastic. I mean, it's just really awesome holster for concealing the full-size Walther PDP with a Surefire X300. So I thought, hey, if I'm gonna go back to a sidecar holster, let's go ahead. I needed one for the Glock 17 with the TR1. So let's go ahead and try a different option from Tier 1 concealed that I normally do. And I am actually very happy with this one. This is the Title Fight light bearing from Traditional Arms. We got the Tiffany blue gray on the front and the whatever gray on the back, stealth gray maybe. All right, this is just a good looking holster. And after I loosen it up, I really think I'm gonna like it. Guys, stay tuned. I'll have a full review coming in a few weeks.